Imagine waking up in 10 years and asking an AI a question, and it feels less like using a tool and more like talking to a planet-sized mind. Behind that future is not just clever code. It's concrete, steel, power lines, and $500 billion worth of hardware. Today, we're diving into the $500 billion mega project quietly being built to power tomorrow's AI world, the Stargate AI infrastructure led by OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank. Right now, AI models like ChatGPT already chew through enormous amounts of compute. Training a single frontier model costs hundreds of millions of dollars in chips, power, and cloud time. But the next generation, models thousands of times more powerful, would simply break today's infrastructure. So instead of patching together more servers and hoping for the best, OpenAI and its partners decided to do something different, build an entirely new backbone for the AI age, almost from scratch. That backbone has a name: Stargate. Stargate is not one data center. It's a coordinated web of gigantic AI facilities across the United States and eventually around the world. Think of it as an AI super infrastructure platform. 10 gigawatts of planned power capacity, tens of millions of GPUs and AI accelerators, and hundreds of billions of dollars in chips, networking equipment, cooling, land, and energy. It's the kind of thing you would build if you believed AI is going to be as important as electricity or the internet itself. At the center of this web sits OpenAI. Their job is simple but brutal: build the models that will actually use all this compute. OpenAI commits the demand, training and running future versions of GPT, video models, reasoning models, and whatever comes next. That demand is what makes the numbers work. Nobody spends $500 billion on empty server halls. OpenAI is effectively saying, if you build it, we will fill it. Oracle, on the other hand, is the builder-operator. For years, Oracle's cloud business lagged behind Amazon and Microsoft. Then AI hit like a tidal wave, and Oracle saw an opening. Instead of competing head-to-head on generic cloud services, Oracle leaned hard into AI data centers, high-density, GPU-packed, purpose-built facilities optimized for training and serving massive models. Under the Stargate banner, Oracle is rolling out multi-gigawatt campuses across the U.S., in places like Abilene, Texas, Lordstown, Ohio, and new sites in New Mexico and the Midwest. Each campus is a small industrial city dedicated almost entirely to one thing: compute. SoftBank is the financial engine bolted to the back of this machine. Masayoshi Son, who already poured hundreds of billions into tech through his vision funds, sees AI as the next, and possibly last, great platform shift of his lifetime. Through Stargate, SoftBank isn't just betting on one startup or one app. It's betting on the entire physical layer of the AI economy: the chips, the servers, the power plants, even the factories that build the servers. In Ohio, for example, SoftBank has taken over an old EV factory and is converting it into a massive plant for manufacturing AI server racks and components specifically for Stargate. It's vertical integration on a mega project scale. So what does a $500 billion AI infrastructure actually look like on the ground? Picture a flat stretch of land in Texas. For decades, it was ranches, farmland, and empty fields. Now, under Stargate, it's being carved up into rows of enormous warehouse-like buildings, each the length of several football fields. Inside, racks of AI chips are stacked floor to ceiling. Overhead, bus bars deliver power like veins feeding an artificial brain. Outside, you've got new high-voltage transmission lines, massive substations, and cooling towers that look more like something you'd see at a power plant than at a tech company. Multiply that scene not by 10, but by dozens. Texas alone gets multiple sites. New Mexico joins in. The Midwest gets its own mega campus. And that's just the American core. Over time, Stargate is designed to extend to other regions, places with cheap renewable energy, favorable regulation, or strategic geopolitical value. It's not just a set of buildings, it's a new map of where AI power actually lives. The power numbers are staggering. 10 gigawatts is more electricity than some countries use. To feed Stargate, utilities are striking long-term deals, dusting off mothballed generation, and in some cases, a single Stargate site is like suddenly plugging in a mid-sized city, and where there's that much power, there's that much heat. Cooling becomes an engineering project all on its own. Traditional air cooling starts to break down at these densities, so Stargate facilities are pushing deeper into liquid cooling, cold plates, immersion baths, high-efficiency heat exchangers. Water use becomes a major concern, forcing some sites to adopt advanced recycling systems or locate near non-potable sources. On paper, it's just cooling. In reality, it's a giant, ongoing mega-project wrapped inside the bigger mega-project. Of course, all of this doesn't happen quietly. Local communities see the construction jobs, the tax base, and the land deals, but also the power lines, the noise, the water questions, and a data center that will never quite sleep. Some residents worry about electricity prices, grid reliability, or just what it means to have a critical piece of the world's AI infrastructure in their backyard. Regulators are now being forced to treat data centers like heavy industry, not just tech offices with servers. Zoom out and you start to see why the budget climbs toward $500 billion. It's not just the data centers, it's the chip supply chain, tens of billions to pre-order GPUs and AI accelerators from companies like NVIDIA and others years in advance. It's fiber networks, undersea cables, and terrestrial backbones to connect these sites together at insane speeds. It's resilience, backup power, redundant sites, and the ability to fail over between regions so that a storm, a fire, or a political crisis doesn't shut down the world's AI. There's also a strategic layer. By building Stargate mostly on US soil, with key partners in allied countries, OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank are helping anchor future AI capacity inside a relatively stable, regulated environment. For governments, this isn't just about chatbots. It's about national competitiveness, military applications, biotech, climate modeling, and the ability to develop and deploy advanced AI without relying on rival powers. In that sense, Stargate is as much a geopolitical project as it is a technological one. But here's the twist. Even $500 billion might not be the end. If AI continues its current trajectory, Stargate could be just the first generation, version 1 of the AI world's physical nervous system. Future phases might push beyond 10 gigawatts, integrate dedicated nuclear reactors, or extend to regions with vast renewable potential like Patagonia or the Middle East. Today's largest AI infrastructure project in history could look, in hindsight, like the Wright brothers' first airplane, tiny compared to what came next. So as you watch headlines about new AI models, smarter assistants, and sci-fi-like demos, remember this. None of it happens without projects like Stargate. Behind every answer, every generated image, every AI-designed drug or material, there's a constellation of data centers quietly burning megawatts of power, humming away in places most of us will never visit. The real story of the AI future isn't just code, it's also concrete, copper, silicon, and a $500 billion bet that intelligence, even artificial intelligence, is worth building an entirely new layer of civilization to support it. And right now, OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank are racing to build that layer before anyone else.